I'm sick of the vigils, and I'm sick of the T-shirts that the kids face on, and I'm sick of the hugging mothers, and this is completely unbecoming of a country like the United States. And I think what's turning the tide is the moral urgency of people often not old enough to vote, looking into the eyes of the people in charge and calling us to account for keeping them safe. And it just arouses that thinking in the back of your head, to the same as you get, I think, when you're responsible for young people in the military. Just do not let these kids down. I was in high school when Columbine happened. I was, I think, 17. And the idea that we've now produced a second generation for whom school shootings are the norm just makes me think we dare not produce a third. And the crazy thing is, most of these measures have broad public support. Universal background checks has 90% Republican support in some of the surveys you've seen. Vast majority of gun owners think it's the right thing to do. Red flag laws that catch mental health hazards and disarm domestic abusers have majority support, even in conservative areas. And while it's a little more tricky politically when we talk about assault weapons and ammo, there's support for that too. And we've got to change this idea that the Second Amendment means you can't touch anything. Because every freedom, and you can respect the Second Amendment without it making it impossible to take any action. We already do, if you think about it. I mean, you can have a water balloon, and you can't have a nuclear weapon. So the Second Amendment doesn't say you can't draw any line about it, right? Like somewhere between a slingshot and a predator drone, we're going to draw a line. The only debate is over where it ought to go. So this maximalist idea that you just can't possibly regulate anything doesn't add up. And sometimes they'll say this wouldn't have prevented this incident or that. It's, well, maybe not. But in any other field of human endeavor, if you save thousands of lives, you're going to get a medal. So I see a window opening up for this right now. And I talk about it as a mayor. I talk about it as somebody who trained on weapons of war and sees that a lot of these weapons have absolutely no business in American neighborhoods in peacetime. And you can absolutely honor a lifestyle in hunting and self-defense without going off the cliff on this stuff. But the other thing is, this is why it's so important to fix our democracy. Because on this or any other issue, how is it possible that 90% of Americans want something to get done and it doesn't happen? And maybe I'll end on this note. So I'm getting a lot of questions about how to handle this. And part of it is to undertake the democratic reforms that actually get outcomes that are more likely to reflect the American people. Part of it is to you take Air Force One and fly it into the state of somebody who's getting in the way of something popular and remind your voters. This really helped in 2018, by the way. Not with Air Force One, but with the popularity of a lot of what we're standing for. But the best way, of course, to deal with Mitch McConnell is for him not to be in the majority anymore, which was, I would argue, why we got to put up a nominee with coattails. Ideally, perhaps somebody from the industrial Midwest who can speak to some of these issues, right, where the Democratic Party found voters getting away from us, and can help us pick up some of these areas. So we can do this. And again, this will be one of the issues that all of us who are alive and voting in this moment will be held accountable for what we did. And I want that to be a story to look back on with pride, because some of these problems are solvable. And we can't lose another minute in solving them. Some things that seemed always important but never urgent, it's urgent now, and now's our chance. So I know I'm preaching to the choir, but I am grateful for your help in this regard. I'm relying on you to help spread the word. I'm thankful for your involvement. We are in a marathon. If you start the clock in January and you go to the convention, we are smack in the middle third of that process. And this is where people really consolidate their separation from the pack. This is where you build out that ground game I was talking about. This is where it really counts. And so everything you can do to help draw more people into the process, to help people feel like they have a chance, not just to support this campaign, but to shape it, and to help activate those who are going to help us get out there on the ground and make those voter-to-voter relationships happen. I'm counting on you for that, but I'm already so thankful for what you've done to help us get to this point. And we're going to have a lot of fun while we're at this, so I'll see you on the trail. Yeah.